Well, hello, Boo Boo.
Hey, Tiffany.
How are you tonight?
Hey, Tiff.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Goo Goo? Oh no, that's not good. Can you hear me now? Hmm.
Tiff, hello.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Respond.
Yeah, we fun.
I can't hear you.
Hello. Okay, so we're gonna wait for Goo Goo to try and get her audio together. And I am sharing my screen, but that's not gonna be any good because she can't hear me. Oh. Miss Paulette, can you unmute yourself and let me know if you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Google says she said, "Hey, love bug, how you doing?"
I'm good. How are you? Girl, tired. That's just it. Tired.
What you
I just got to helping somebody get their MT4 set up on their computer. I'm like, dude,
got?
we get on these calls and stop playing. So hopefully join this one because I just told him, I said, look, I'm gonna get on this chart markup. So you know on that too.
But you know what? That's what leaders do. I went out today and I met with a gentleman that I got started, and I kind of just held his hand through some things, and that's what we have to do. That's a part of making sure our people get started, that's one of the things, and I'm glad you mentioned that I wanted to focus on tonight is making sure that if we're building, we're getting people started, the right way. And one of the things that I'm working
Absolutely.
on is kind of like a checklist, because
Yep.
there are things that I wish I would have been told, you know what, do X, Y, and Z. And one thing that Quinn pointed out to me is that people have to be told what to do. And
Yeah.
I feel most accomplished when Quinn is like, okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z, because
Right.
I've gotten to a phase where it's new to me and I don't know what to
Yep.
do. Like I'm trading full time. So Quinn is like, okay, this is how your day needs to be structured.
Oh,
I
good
thought
for
I knew what
you.
my day would look like. But she
Yeah.
like, let's get that together, darling.
Yeah, because you have to be more disciplined in that way and organized in what you're doing, or your day is just going to go away from you.
Yeah, it surely
Right.
absolutely.
I did a checklist for the team that I've been giving out to them, and I think I
Okay.
have actually seen it on somebody's site. I mean, it might have been Quinn's early on, and I just took it and I just edited and modified it to like the newer groups that we're a part of and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
so I've been sending that out to people when they get when they're coming on board and kind of saying, okay, here are the things you need to do, um, to
Yeah.
get them going and stuff. Because most people will download like the wrong they'll download MT5.
Yep,
And
sure
they're
will.
like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm like, that is not the right thing.
Yeah, you're right.
So cool.
I wonder did Google get back on? I know in the chat Google wanted me to look at in view, so let me just okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me just send her a quick text, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are going to get started. And what I'm about to show you guys actually isn't even going to take that long. Let me just text Google, y'all. Oh, and let's go ahead and go live in the Facebook, because I'm going to be honest, after I get off of this call, I am not uploading anything to YouTube. I am going to bed. I am sleeping to the peace. I have to be back up in 2 hours and 15 minutes to trade at 1 o'clock.
Are you trading with no 1 o'clock? Oh, for London.
Yeah, like I started looking at GN and GA at 1 a.m. with Kevin Serrano. He's a IML educator,
Oh, on
and
IML TV.
uh-huh. And
Okay.
he over well, he doesn't go live because he just taught us the strategy, and he sends signals to London payout. I mean, the signal could come anywhere from 1:15 to 3 a.m. So
Oh
I
wow.
just make sure I'm up at 1 because I like to look at it myself.
Right.
There have been a couple of times where I have not agreed with the trade he's called,
Yeah.
taking it, and that would be the one that hit stop loss. So
Right.
I'm like, oh, I don't see what you see. I'm gonna put this phone down and I'm going back to bed. Holla.
So how do you become a part of that?
It's in the web analyzer.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Gotcha.
I'll go to my back office and show you.
Yep,
Um,
I got you. I got you. Because I was trying, I started doing the web analyzer before, but I mean, it was so many strategies. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm just so lost right
Honey,
now.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because this one I'm about to show y'all tonight.
Girl, I was just like, okay, which one should I do? I'm like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm like, okay, which one's the best one? I don't know. So,
Mhm.
you keep trying stuff so much that you don't, it almost paralyzes yourself because then you don't do it.
Yeah. How can I? Yeah. Okay, so we are live on Facebook. Let me go here. And then to get to Kevin, oh no, my battery is low. This charger acts crazy. Marketlive.com. Oops, no, not get started. Log in. Oh Lord Jesus.
You about to enroll you some folks, girl.
Okay. Clicking on the right button, darling.
Hey, Renee. Hey, Marquita.
Hello.
Go to shopping cart. And of course, it's not going to show it all because I already have it. But then if you go to web, and you have to add web analyzer, and you have to pay the London payout. The London payout is like an additional $7 a month on top of the web analyzer. I don't know why it's taking all day, but I'm not about to wait on that. So one thing that I do want to do is I'm going to go to TradingView, and I'm just going to mark up in you because that's what Google asked for. I'm not quite sure why she can't get on and speak, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you guys so much for hopping on.
I'm on now. I managed to get on.
Oh, can you hear us now?
Cool.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. So I'm going to look at NZD USD for you.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why my computer's moving so slow. And then I'm going to have my cell phone ready just in case this computer acts cray-cray on us. Sign in. All right. When I'm drawing up my chart, I draw it up from the line chart. And I start off on the monthly because that gives us the best gauge of what's going on and the true trend. So I'm going to turn this other rigmarole off for right now. So if we're taking a look at the monthly chart of NZD USD, what direction is the trend going in overall? You guys can answer in the chat, or you can unmute yourself to answer. Yes, a sale is going down. Okay, let me take this phone out of here because I'm going to get an echo. I just got it up because I didn't realize my computer battery was low, and this computer acts crazy, y'all. So hold on. So yes, the overall trend we are going down into a cell. So this is what I like to do. I don't go past 2011. I take a red vertical line. Maybe it's 2012. Yeah, 11. I place it right here. And I change the color to red. Because that lets me know, stop. I don't need to look left any more than that. So like Orange teaches, you always want to go where price currently is, right? So price is currently here right now. So what I do is I take a horizontal line and I place it right there. On the monthly, the line should be black. So I'll change my line chart to white. I'm so used to doing everything on my cell phone. Hold on. I don't even know how to change the doggone thing in black. Oh well, we won't change it. So I want to look at my high and my low, right? So in the monthly, you got to remember, it's a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and place my high right here. And I'm going to place my low right here. Because this is just too far back. That's all the way in 2009. These two highs are technically a little bit too far. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and just place one. What's this? 2015. I'm going to place my other high right here, right? So I know that this line right here is where price currently is. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Brianna. So I'll make it white. Okay. So now I have my most recent high, which is relative because we always need breathing room. This is our most recent low because we always need breathing room. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Fibonacci tool. And I'm going to start at the low and swing myself to the high. So this is my monthly support and resistance, right? So then I'm going to get another horizontal line. I'm going to make it yellow. And I'm going to put it right at the 50% line. Going to remove my Fibonacci. This yellow line is now my weekly support and resistance. You only draw one line for your weekly support and resistance, right? Okay, so now let's go down to our weekly. Bring it in. Remember, I'm not going past 2011. So I have enough data to get an idea of my zone. The reason I turned it to the line chart, ladies and gentlemen, it just simply takes the noise out. All you're looking for are the pointy parts. That's what I call them, the pointy parts. Okay? So if we bring this out a little bit more, because it's safe to say that since April of 2015, this market has been ranging from here to here. It's never made it back up to here as of yet. So let's go ahead and place a resistance line. And this is going to be resistance because it hasn't been able to break this point. And it served as a floor. So for our Brianna, can you put in the chat my colors, please? Black is monthly, yellow is weekly, weekly. I think orange is next. I can't remember. Don't send it private because I'm sharing my screen. They can see it anyway. Yes, ma'am, Google. Black is monthly. Hold on, y'all. I'm having a brain freeze. I need Brianna to send me my colors. Yellow is weekly at the 50% Fibonacci level. That is correct. Red, that was my next color. All right, so for our weekly support and resistance, we're going to make that red. So your support and resistance, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing more than where was price a floor and a ceiling. So where did price serve two purposes? Can we all agree right here, price served two purposes? Well, what do you mean, Tiffany? I'm glad you asked. It was a floor, 1, 2, right here, and then it served as a ceiling right here. So price served two purposes in this zone. And we have yet to come all the way back up there, right? So now let's take a look at a different area. Always go to where you currently are in the market. And we're just looking for the spiky part. So where you currently are in the market, price served two purposes right here. It served as a ceiling right here. And now it's serving as a floor support. It served as resistance here. It's serving as support currently. We can go look at some other key areas. And even though we have this on the line chart and I'm telling you guys to look for the spiky parts, these are simply zones. Because once we turn these Japanese candlesticks back on, baby, it's going to be wicks all over the doggone place. Okay? So here's the spiky part right here. I want to go ahead and put me a line right there where price is. Simply because it served its two purposes. Where that spiky is right there, it served as a ceiling, but then look, it served as a floor right here. If we move the market back, you always look left to get an idea of what the future is going to do. So, I mean, this is a good zone right here. So I'm going to put another one right here. And it served two purposes. Look, it was the floor right here. It was the ceiling right here. All right. So let's go left a little bit more. I like this zone right here. I'm going to actually put it there. Came through a little bit here, but then it ended up coming right back up, okay? So that's going to be enough because we don't want to put too many lines. I just want to make sure I got a good gauge of where we are currently with price. So let's go ahead and drop down. Hold on, I have something in the chat. Serving two purposes. Floor and ceiling is key level, important zone. Yes, ma'am. So now we're going to go to the daily. My daily is green, right? So again, we're looking for spikes or pointy areas, whatever you want to call them. I like this. And again, use the color that suits your eyes best. And you guys can just look at this right here until it was going in the down market. Pull back, pull back, pull back. We are not about to lay lines on all three of these because your charts will get a little bit just too cluttered. Remember, we're looking for zones. So I would look right here. Why? Oh, wait, maybe we need to make that a little bit darker. Okay. Why? Because it served as a ceiling here, and it served as a floor here. Served as a ceiling here. Kind of did a dual purpose, if you ask me, right there. Okay? So now let's bring it in just a little bit more. So now we're bringing our ranging market even closer because we're going lower on the time frame. So to be quite honest, from this weekly support and resistance, because it serves at the same level, it's been a minute since price has been up here since last year. So what I would do, I would just set my stuff right here and make my notes that if price approaches this area, then I'm going to look left to establish something else. But it hasn't been this high in a year, and it's in a downtrend. Now, it could be it's ranging right now. It's consolidating. And because we're on a higher time frame, these are some major moves here. So if you go from this low to this high, that's 200 and some pips. So that's why I would say we don't need to go any higher than what we currently are now. Okay? So then we want to drop down to the H4. My H4 is orange, I think. Oh yeah, I'm always supposed to be one level up. So H4, we're going to go ahead and make these lines green again. Let me take these period separators off.
No, you were doing it right. If you're on a 4-hour now, you got to draw the 1-hour lines. You have it right.
Oh right. Yeah, okay. Now I need to go on orange.
But we can vote on orange or purple because I was saying for some people orange is too close to the red. So if we want to change that to purple, that's cool.
Oh God, I don't use TradingView a lot no more. Where's the session breaks? That's what it's called on here instead of period separators. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for your 4-hour and your 1 hour, they're gonna actually, for all intents and purposes, be the same color. So this is the example of what I was saying. Now we're down to the 4-hour. It doesn't look like a huge consolidation like it did on the daily. Okay. So we want to bring it out, and we want to find our spiky areas. These are serving as zones. Use the colors that work best for your eyes. So right here, at this key zone, this serves two levels. It served as a floor right here, a floor right here, a floor right here, and now it's serving as a ceiling. Okay? Now I would take my line and bring it right here. Boom. One thing that I love is Orange says it best. Box it up like Chinese takeout. And that's what you're doing. You're finding out where is the current market? Where are my relative zones, at least for right now, according to where price is now. And we're on a 4-hour time frame. So if you go from this low to this high, this is the 50 pip move, 53 pip move. That's not bad. Okay. So let's see. we can draw maybe one. This is technically the same zone here. Here's another key level. It served as a ceiling here, but again, right here, it served as a floor. It served as a floor. Served as a floor. And once you, the one thing I love about the line chart is once you find one, it'll tell you the story of the others. If you look left, all I did was look for this right here. Once I laid it and look left, price respects zones, y'all. You don't remember anything else. Price respects zones. Period, point blank, in the story. So let's drop down to the 1 hour, just because we have enough lines right here, and this was probably news that made this line go straight down like this. You don't see no pullback, no nothing, just a straight 4 hour candle dropping. Or this could be, more than 1 4 hour consecutive candle, but it's just a straight drop. Okay. And the market has to, well, no, that's moving a little bit too far. We're just doing charting tonight. We're marking up the chart. So let's go ahead and drop down to the 1 hour. Now this is where we get into the nitty-gritty. All right. So look at this area here. So we see this was like it went here, pulled back, and shot through, right? So what I would do is I would go ahead and place me a line right there. Boom. It served as a ceiling here, but it was a pullback here. What is a pullback? It broke it, came back and retested it, and then shot up. For me, this is good. And Brianna, do you see the head and shoulders on here, or is that just me? Unmute yourself. Brianna.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you see the head and shoulders?
Are you talking about the inverted one, or are you talking about
do you see where the cursor is moving?
It's both. That's the end of one and the beginning of another.
Right.
It's a small head and shoulders in a bigger inverted head and shoulders.
Right. But I'm just making sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So I'm just, geeked, y'all, because I'm starting to really see stuff because I'm stretching myself. Because I used to be like, how do they see all that stuff? How do they see that? But then guess what I had to do? I had to start getting on the advanced sessions of IML TV, because I'm not saying that I've learned everything that I'm going to learn for basic, but it's time for me to get more skilled. And so I'm pushing myself to see these things that Oren and Manny and all the educators see and say on IML TV. So, I get deep when I see stuff like that. So anywho, so we're on the 1 hour time frame. So in my opinion, let's go ahead and lay one more right here, because that was the key level. It had 2 touches. This just went up. These were like pullbacks. And I'm going to lay me one right here. Because look, it served as a ceiling. Now it served as a floor. So price went through it, right? So let's go ahead and go back to our line chart. Our candlestick. So this is where we currently are with this market right here, right? We look like we're, is this the trade that I just got on? I think this is NZD USD, or I was in NZD JPY, one of them. Yeah, because the 9 o'clock candle, bro. I think this is the trade that I just got out of in this sale. But anywho, so this is a large candle leaving a zone, guys. it gave it some good momentum to go ahead and push it down. It broke this level because guess what? This was the floor, right? It had came here before and couldn't keep going. I'm sorry, I forgot to check the chat. Oh. This was a key level right here, right? It got here before and couldn't break through. It went back up. It broke through, but it couldn't go higher than here. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab me a line and put it right here. This is an engulfing candle that Brianna was just talking about. What does engulfing mean? You can take this green candle and put it inside of this red candle. It engulfed it. It overshadowed it. It overpowered it. 1 hour took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And my computer's about to shut down. Doggone it. Brianna, can you take this over because I'm not going to be able to do this from my cell phone. Just when it shuts down, take over if any questions or anything like that. But this one candle overpowered 12 hours of a move. Okay, so Oren teaches us that when a large candle leaves a zone, it didn't leave one zone, y'all. It left 2 zones. Red is our daily and losing my voice. Jaden, go to bed. Orange is our 1 hour and 4 hour support and resistance line. One candle broke 2 key levels, y'all. And if you come and take a look right here, you want to look at this zone too. It might continue to go ahead and break this one. But remember, Dr. Spiller was on one of the trainings a couple weeks ago. When you go to the Harmonic Scanner, the take profits and stop losses are nothing but support and resistance lines. And I wish I would have had my computer set up because I wanted to show you guys how to download Dr. Spiller stuff that I use. Let me just hurry up and do this before this computer dies. I can show you guys what I mean. And I can show you how to go ahead and download it. Come on, Hugo's way. Well, this Jesus, why isn't my Hugo's way going up? There we go. We were looking at NZD/USD. And my computer's about to die, Brianna.
All right, guys, my computer died. I'm on my cell phone now, but I'm about to, I think Rihanna can just go ahead and take control. 1 second.
I can hear
Brianna?
you, Tiffany. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you take control of the screen?
Oh, I don't have anything on my screen.
Okay, here, I'm going to just pull up the Harmonic Scanner then and just finish out with that.
Yeah, I didn't have anything on my screen because I was on the phone.
Oh, God. How do I share my screen from
the
my
iPhone?
iPhone?
Swipe up and hold down your recording.
Can y'all see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and look at the Harmonic Scanner.
You were missing the L.
Oh, Jesus. What? How? I'm spelling Harmonic Scanner wrong? Oh, Mark is live.
You forgot the L. You put I am scanner. Yeah. There you go.
I'm like, what the? There we go. Oh, I logged in from the computer that just died. You have got to be kidding me. It's not gonna let me log in. And you can't share your screen, Brianna? Oh, because how do I give you control?
I don't know what you just said because CJ was talking.
How do I give you control of the screen?
You'd have to make me a host too.
How do I get it off? I can't stand working from my iPhone. Okay, there it is. So how do I make you the host?
I think you have to go to more and then give me the host. But what are you trying to get me to do?
I mean, technically nothing. We everything. I just wanted to what? Okay, so let's just do this. Let's just open any questions. And then, there's a ton of recordings on the Harmonic Scanner. So does anyone have any questions? More so Google, because Google wanted to see in you marked up. So Google, if you could unmute yourself and ask your specific questions for in you.
Well, I'll just it's it's one of the pairs that I want to study and get into. So I just wanted to kind of see. So you kind of laid the foundation for me. I'm gonna go back to my charts and mark up the key levels, how you demonstrated, and then I'm gonna look for patterns to see where we are in the cycle. I'll share it in the group when I'm done.
Okay. So can you see my screen now, Google?
Yes.
So you see how we just marked this up, and at the bottom, the orange was a key level of it, a support or resistance level. You see how it was selling, but now it got to this area, and it did wick down. If you can see this wick area, but now it's going back bullish, right? So this is a good opportunity for you to drop down to the 15-minute time frame to get a better perspective of what's going on. So you can see now on the 15-minute time frame that is technically rejecting this zone.
Yeah.
It didn't have enough steam to continue going. It wicked and it faked out, but that wasn't nothing real. Right? Yes. So now you need to, even if you wanted to implement Spill a Killer on here, or myself, I have now started studying Manny Quinonez's triple fire. No, what is it?
Triple fire. Yeah.
Yes, his multi-fire. I have had the most success with that strategy. I did good with Spill a Killer. I can't knock that strategy and say that it doesn't work because I'd be lying. However, the multi-fire is just much more easy for me. Like, I'm going to show you what I mean. NZD. Okay, I was in NZDJPY. I'm like, I know this pattern looks similar, but these two pairs are doing the same thing. Let's go to NZDUSD. Excuse me. These two patterns are doing the exact same thing. So for me, looking at the MACD right here, when this orange line breaks the blue line and the blue line is above this orange line, down here for the stochastic, I see they're crossing on the way up on the 20, and this awesome oscillator is already green. Once this, with his multi-fire strategy, once the red and the blue even touch, that's an opportunity to get in. I just find it doesn't lag as much as SK5 does, because sometimes with SK5, by the time all of the indicators get there, I mean, you in for 5 pips and then you got to get out because the move has already happened so far back. But again, that's just me. I'm not telling anybody to turn away from it because it's good. This strategy just works better for me. And from what I can see, it looks like this is about to go into a buy. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody to get into a buy on here because, especially with things that just popped off with orange. But to me, this is a good trade idea, and going up to the higher time frame of that 1 hour, it looks like it can go back and retest this 50 moving average. But again, that's just my personal opinion.
Which one is your 50? What color is your 50?
On my MT4 is orange. And your 50 line is a huge support and resistance line. Its price is normally going to get to it and hesitate and pull back. So a lot of times I will make my take profit the 50 EMA.
Okay. What else? What other averages, moving averages do you have? I see the blue and the red.
So this is what I want you to do. Hold on. Go to IML TV, English, Harmonic Scanner, Manny, go to the 8th. And the reason that I'm not going to tell you all of the settings is because you will appreciate it much more if you go in there and set up the chart and see if it's something that you want to use. Because so many times I used to ask, oh, but what's that one? What's this one? And I would just be all lost in the sauce. And I feel I would be, because you're trying to learn, and I would be half-stepping with your education if I just told you what they
were. Okay.
But I promise you, if you go to this recording right here, 4/8/19, and you watch it and you go through the steps. Even if you set up the chart and don't use it, let's say you set it up and you're like, oh, that just don't work for me. That's fine, because you know for yourself it don't work. But this way, at least you'll be able to set it up and see it. Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
All right. Good. I'm glad. All right. Does anyone else have any questions or anything like this? Man, this would have been, I wish I would have dropped down to that 15-minute time frame earlier.
That was a wick entry if I ever saw one.
Girl, okay, honey. Because I got out, my stop loss was set for, I think, right. Oh, no, I was on NJ.
Still, those wick entries are ridiculous.
Right.
Look at that wick entry.
I was
3
on
wick rejection.
And it almost got to my take profit. I was like, I'm straight. I didn't hit my daily goal. I ain't got time for this joker to turn around on me.
Oh no, I'm gonna get to my funds. And if I decide to stay in, I did a partial close or a trailing stop. Yeah, absolutely not.
So let's take a look at, this trade has already happened that they sent out. So never mind. I forgot they only sent stuff that has already popped off up in this one, which I don't blame them. Oh, well, look at here. Here's a trade idea.
What time frame is that?
This is a 4-hour on AUD NZD. These NZD pairs just move so slow for me. I was in that dang on NJ trade all dang on day. Jesus.
Well, all the yen pairs today were completely consolidated. Remember, I sent you EJ. It was just, it consolidated since yesterday. Thing finally moved some.
Even when it got to moving, now I'm used to like GBP, NZD, a long week like that. You getting about 100, 150 pips. I was like 15. Oh,
girl, okay.
Not cheap. All right. So before we hop off, it's 11:25. We've been on here for almost an hour. Does anyone have any questions or concerns? Oh Lord, I don't know how to make this thing go off. Oh, there it is. All righty, my good people. Well, it has been real. I hope you this and you learned something about charting. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome. Good night.